This episode's a little late. Sorry, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the H-Cast. My name is Pilsbury68, and I'm here with my two co-hosts, Mlord Plays, Matt, and Jacob Gold here. How you doing, fellas?
I'm wonderful, if I may.
Rough day.
Glad to hear it.
I'm about to do a skunk flip.
Hell yeah. I'd love to see it. But anyway, we have one of the episodes of the H-Cast for you today. Singular one of the episodes of the H-Cast for you today. It's gonna be.
It's the tag.
I'll make it too.
It's the tag. We can't promise quality, but we can promise quantity.
We can't promise quality.
It
is. It's the tagline of the H-Cast. We can't promise quality, but we can promise quantity. One. All right.
One.
So I guess we got a couple of things to talk about. Did we talk about the last 3-0 episode? Not the most recent one because Jacob's not seen it, but.
Who knows? I don't.
I didn't watch it.
Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know.
Oi, fuck if I know.
Fuck if I know.
See, now I don't watch ReZero, not because I don't like the show, but because I just don't
You're
care.
I just don't have the time. Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
not out of spite. It's just like I just have no. I have no draw to watch it, right?
pure
Like Jacob
spite.
texted me,
Pure spite.
drop of the head. He's like, Film Red's really good. Turn that shit on immediately.
I got 6 things due, but it can wait 2
Like,
hours.
I had 102 fever. I was laying in pain. He says, turn on Film Red. Yeah, it's already. I was already holding the remote to turn it on.
You roast like that dude that was sleeping and they put the lemon juice in his mouth.
Yeah.
Ahead of the game.
Like it was, and it was worthwhile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Do we have anything to talk about with ReZero? I mean, like.
No, I mean I'm pretty sure we talked
I
about the
don't.
Wilhelm. I'm pretty sure we talked about the Wilhelm episode. So
Yeah, you guys did, because then I talked about others.
If we didn't talk about the Wilhelm episode, I'll bring it up once more. It was great. And Reinhardt's dad, whatever his name is, I don't know.
Heinkel.
Adolf Guinness Stout
Stout
Hitler. It's a
Hitler,
double
yeah.
barrel.
Adolf Guinness.
It's a double barrel.
Yeah, it's a double barrel.
Must have missed that.
It's the luck of the
episode.
fucking Irish.
Luck
I
of
don't remember the
Irish.
persona.
Luck of the
that showed
fucking
up,
Irish.
and-
That whole
There
video
we
is just
go.
a bit now.
I mean, yeah, Squid knows the luck of the fucking Irish, right, Squid?
Right, Squid? Right, Squid?
Right, Squid? Yeah,
Right, Squid?
he says it right, probably.
James-
He's nodding up there.
James Brown died, and you're talking to Squid. You know he's at the funeral.
James, yeah, but the funeral's not yet. James Brown just died. They don't have a funeral for another
Yeah,
few weeks.
funerals happen with a
They're
real quick
stomping on 15
turnaround.
kids.
Okay, yeah,
You don't
I
just
understand that, but
You don't just leave the body hanging out.
yeah,
Come
I
on.
know that it's this
He's been
weekend.
dead since 2000.
You're not
he's been
going?
dead since 2000 He's been dead since 2006. You
I
don't
know.
think they've had the funeral yet?
Okay, well, why? Yeah. It's happening this weekend. Come on.
Long funeral.
I know
Okay.
it's a long
Yeah,
funeral.
Squid's there
I'm not.
right now.
I
Squid's
know.
there
Okay,
right
Squid's
now.
there
And
right
he's so
now.
insensitive to think that Squid is not at his best friend's funeral. I can't believe you didn't even know that.
You're a bitch. You know that? You know that?
You
You're
don't know
a
Squid
bitch.
like I do. It's clear. It's clear.
That's
it's
just
clear.
that's plainly
clear.
incorrect.
It's
It's plainly
clear.
incorrect.
You
Me
didn't
and
even
Squid,
know he
me
was
and
on the
Squid
crew. I
were
had to remind you
dogs.
he was on the crew.
You
You didn't even know.
suck. You're an idiot. You're an
You
idiot.
didn't
You
even
know
know Squid
that?
was on the crew. You didn't even know Squid was on the crew. I had to remind you.
Doesn't matter.
You
Squid
didn't
be your
even know.
boys.
You didn't even know.
You're a bitch. Don't joke with me,
At least I'm
lad.
a bitch. At least I'm a bitch that knows his friends. Okay.
Don't joke with me, lad.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
She Jonathan on my Squid till James Brown is dead, man. Yeah.
You know this is not the time to bring up James Brown dying.
Continue, please. Today
talk
the
about-
HCast episode is it's another holiday episode today on the HCast. Today
March
is
20th.
the March equinox.
Hell yeah!
Well, no, I saw the
Favorite
Memo
holiday,
Show
right?
clip today where it was like, hell yeah, it's March 20th. Happy March 20th, guys. So it's March 20th. That's the holiday, you know?
That is the holiday.
It's the fact that it's March 20th.
The fact that it's March 20th, of course, naturally.
It's like spring, right? Or is that like tomorrow? Is that tomorrow?
No, it's the equinox today.
Oh, so it is spring. That's
Hell
what that
yeah.
means? Hell,
Spring has sprung.
welcome to spring, guys.
Welcome to spring.
First
I'm
time
checking
the
all the
HCast.
holidays that land on Thursdays. On May 1st, we got like 8 holidays to hit, guys. We're gonna have to like pick up the pace on that.
What are some of the holidays on May 1st?
Oh,
Mayday.
can't say that, and I don't know if I have a way to. We got Yom Ha'atzmaut. We got Law Day, Loyalty Day, National Day of Prayer, Lay Day, West Virginia Day of Prayer, first day of Military Appreciation Month. I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
hey, first day of
didn't
Asian
know that was a
Pacific
month.
Island, Pacific American Heritage Month, and first day of Jewish American Heritage Month. We got a lot of things to celebrate.
A lot of heritage
On May
months
1st.
in May, you know?
Yeah. And Law Day.
We'll
Yeah.
have episodes for each Heritage Month on the HCast. Don't worry.
Well, we gotta hit Maundy Thursday.
Not
on
Law
17th.
Day! Law
What's a
Day!
what?
Law Day?
Maundy Thursday.
Oh, I love
Thursday.
Monday, Thursday.
You
That's why.
guys
That's
don't know
what.
Maundy Thursday? I mean, come on.
That's what.
great one.
That's what the Lutherans call Holy Thursday.
Yeah.
Or do you call it that too?
I've never heard of this holiday in my life.
Holy
Holy
Thursday?
Thursday? That's what.
The
What is
Thursday
Holy Thursday?
before-
It's like April 17th.
I don't know. It's the Thursday before Easter
Yeah.
when Jesus did the washing of the feet.
It's the Last Supper.
And the Last Supper, yeah.
Unfortunately, it is Catholic, and I am not
Oh,
that.
it is.
So
It's
You're
just
not
a,
going to believe
just a
this.
Catholic thing.
you might want to sit down for a moment.
I want to sit down for this. I'm not Catholic. I had you there.
Oh, that. Oh,
thought you
that
were-
was that.
But you're gonna tell me that you went to jail after stomping on 15 kittens.
No, not Greg. No, Greg's an old bitch. It's fine.
Not
It's
the
fine.
gumdrop button.
Not the gunshot button.
No, I only step on
What?
adult.
Wait, what?
So for the spring equinox, we've got an episode full of One Piece for you.
Yeah, that's about it, frankly.
Exactly what the
starting
spring
with
equinox.
One Piece film, right? Because we're just gonna skirt past ReZero. There's no point talking more about.
I'm
that.
gonna
We
get
got
to use the
nothing.
bathroom while you guys are talking
This-
about Film Red. I'll be honest, I got nothing to give here. I have not seen the movie, so
This is gonna be a long ass conversation, so lock in, man.
Go piss, girl.
Pilsbury.
Pissberry.
Very. Sorry. Thank God that
Easy
guy's
peasy.
gone.
That's what I'm saying. I hate that guy with my heart and my soul. Actually,
You hit that
I hope
what?
he dies. I hope he dies of cancer.
Pilsbury?
Yeah.
That's not ridiculous to say that.
I hope he faints and hits his head on a cinder block.
Hey editor, clip that.
Hey editor.
Clip that.
Hey editor. At his funeral, play this clip.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. And then it cuts out, all of us. It's cuts to us like out, like in front of the poster with all his family like crying after this clip just played.
No, it's like it reminds me of the time I went to his funeral. But
Yeah, you see those the streamers start doing like mid edits, yeah.
I've been thinking of doing that. Anyway, One Piece film red.
Son of a bitch.
What's interesting is that since I've been learning Japanese, like you do, Uta's name is just song.
Really?
Yeah. It's the noun for song, and I'm pretty sure her fruit is called the Uta Uta no Mi. Because it's the song fruit.
That's what they call it, 'cause I watched it in English. And they just kept calling it the song fruit. It was sing
Yeah.
fruit.
Which means it might be like Uta with a U at the end instead. Because that's the verb form.
That's how I get you.
All of the songs were incredible. I mean, when Luffy whips out she shanks his daughter just for everybody to hear.
First 10 minutes of the movie too.
Yeah, he immediately says it, and everybody's just like, "No, dude," and he's like,
That's-
"Don't worry, she's
that's
low-key
crazy.
chill for real."
But she wasn't.
No, she was not low-key chill for real.
You see, my biggest problem with the movie, sorry,
You
is
should.
how is it? I mean, I guess they say that everyone on the island died except for Uta and the guy. I forgot his name. Or like dad.
Shmebulok.
It's just might be a lie.
Gordon. I think it's
Gordon. They said everyone died except for those two. So, how, like, I'll get across. I'll say what I'm trying to say.
Get to the
at some
point.
Hold on, he distracted me. Like,
Sorry.
seriously, it never got out that Shanks didn't do any of that. Like, surely someone would have figured it out that it wasn't
Nah.
Shanks. Like, surely they weren't like, oh yeah, he did this.
Of course.
And now that they realized it wasn't Shanks, that Shanks didn't destroy an entire kingdom and kill everyone who lived there, does his bounty suddenly drop? Because they showed, like, did they take that? Like, I know it's not canon, but, like,
Yeah, they just like, ooh,
Dude, they-
down
they're
to
just like,
1
ooh.
million.
you didn't commit that genocide. Yeah, you're
Back from that bounty.
yeah, like, can that happen? Is that something they would do?
No, they wouldn't do it. And you know why? The power of friendship.
Damn straight.
Like,
Um,
nah, it was so big though.
When Law shows up and he's like, "Oh, Law, I didn't know you were a fan of Uta." He's like, "No, actually, I'm a shepherd." And then Beppo walked out.
And then that
Like,
that was so funny.
I was like, you know what? Maybe I do know who that bear is.
I can't believe a movie made me like Bluto. I was like, oh hell yeah, Bluto's there, and he was hanging out,
Pluto's
like,
in red?
it was like Bluto and Kobe, like,
What the
tearing
fuck?
up the town. It's like, you know.
And
What a
Helmeppa
random
was kind
duo.
of there too. Also, Helmeppa's like 25. I don't know
Yeah.
if you knew
Really?
this.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
He was like 23 pre-time skip.
Wow.
I think you got like
Yeah.
Fujitora and Kizaru pull up and that. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
And then you got
it's good stuff
Charlotte
about-
Oven
Yeah, you see, Oven's
and
one of those characters.
Yasop.
Oven's like an alright character. Like I feel like
But you know things are crazy when you've got to get Fujitora, Yasop, and Oven to team up.
and Katakuri too. You throw a Katakuri.
Oh, and
in there,
Katakuri. Oh yeah.
Like Katakuri pulling up is like, oh my god.
And because he had to be there to explain observation hockey.
Of course, because he's the only observation hockey user who actually uses observation hockey. That's like his
Yeah.
whole thing.
No, but whenever Yasop was like, my son could do that too if he just would stop, what is it? What was it like? Messing around, I think, or something like that.
Dicking around. The best moment in the entire movie, it made me stand up, was Usopp clearing his head, locking in.
I'm taking the headphones off so you can say it.
And then I was gonna
Because
say
I heard it coming and I know I'd love the moment, so I took the headphones off.
I don't think he'd know.
Took you long
I, like,
enough.
it
You
won't
done?
hit. It won't hit the same for him.
No?
But
Okay, not done? Okay.
but when he locked in and said, and his dad started talking to me, he said, "There you are," or something like that. Or he said, he's
It
finally
took you long
there.
enough, I'm pretty sure, is
Took
what he
you long
said.
enough. That was the killer. Like
No.
that was big.
Killer? No, he wasn't there. Sorry.
He wasn't even there.
But you know what? You know what my favorite moment was? Goodbye, Luffy.
Oh yeah.
And then I wanted to hear you
Shanks.
sing one more time.
Why?
And then
See,
Luffy's like, is Shanks here? Like, he just knew. He could tell. He could feel it.
like, I knew Shanks was gonna be there at that moment, right?
Right.
Done talking about the
Like, cause
Sopster?
she's like, she's like, oh, Shanks. Shanks is like, Shanks would never be here, and then he's there. Like, I fully expected him to be there, but it was
Unfortunate
very
timing.
big. Also,
Sorry,
Andrew, I don't know if
deny.
this Usopp moment's gonna hit until you've seen the thing that it does,
Okay. So I gotta
which
watch
is like the
Dressrosa.
dress. You have to watch like episode, get up to like 690 something. I don't know. That's why I thought it was big. Like I could care less if the other guy was there. Yeah, classic Jacobs internet time.
Sick. This is great. I'm not pausing the HCast, so
Is this going up?
yeah, it's going in the video. I'm just-
Guess we're gonna sit here in silence, or we're gonna talk about something.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I got homework to do.
Yeah, that's fucking fair. Homework with Matt.
Yeah, I'm doing my
homework with Matt.
my theology. I have to write about hold on. I have to write about a future that I want to avoid.
Here's my CK1253 answers for everybody wanting to know.
Which
I
is
probably did them
CK12?
all. No. This is from like 2 months ago. It's fine.
Oh.
Boom. There you go. Now the whole internet has my probably very wrong CK12 5.3 answers. This was bad, so we're scrapping it.
Write this for 15 minutes. I hate to break it to you. I will not be writing this for 15 minutes.
Ah, fuck. I fucked up.
What did Up ever do to you?
Be a good movie.
So why'd you fuck it?
I was feeling like it.
That's rape. That's statutory rape. What the fuck? So what are your thoughts of the play today?
It was one of the plays, you know?
I thought I was disappointed, I'll be honest with you.
You were? That's fair.
Yeah. I think some people were really good, but I think a lot of... Yeah, I don't think anyone... Oh, I think one person did bad. I think we both know who that person is.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I think a lot of the other people did, like, pretty underwhelming. Like, I didn't think Scrank was particularly fantastic today.
No, he wasn't all that good today.
The one guy was bad.
The one guy.
The chief and the pilot both did really well, though.
Yeah?
I mean, the lawyers did well as always, but
Yeah.
those are to be expected.
Yeah, that's
Par
as
for
per
the
the
course.
usual. As per
Pretty
usual.
huge.
Unfortunate time for the old internet death, huh? That's what Jacob just
Yeah.
said.
He said, "Yeah, I saw that." But I don't know. I wasn't particularly happy that there was not a single reaction from the kids, like none at all.
There was okay. I heard
Uh,
I heard a couple of them laugh, but that might have just been side conversations during the play. So I don't know if
That was
that's
the thing. Yeah, like I saw some of them laughing, but they were talking to someone.
exactly. Well, that was the only issue. Oh, the screen's screwed up now. Hang on a sec. Let me lower the H. Let me make the H's smaller.
As soon as you change it, he's joining back.
Oh, absolutely, but it'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep the H's smaller for the rest of the episode, then.
But I hope that tomorrow's better.
Ah, yeah, yep.
What did I say?
Yep. What did you say? What did you
I
say? That was wow.
That's what I said, man.
I just made the H's smaller to fix the layout, and then he said, as soon as you make him smaller, he's gonna join back, and that's exactly what happened.
Here I am. I felt the call.
Yeah. I remember the last thing you heard me say. Well, I mean, obviously I wouldn't know.
Obviously I knew was gonna show up, but there you go. That's the last thing.
Yeah, but like, come on. He grabs the knife.
Yeah, I know that. I just like. Oh, so is it raining?
You're like, no, that, like, you're like, that's Shanks. That's Shanks. And let me tell you, if they had played Binks's Brew at that point, you know exactly which point I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they stand up. If they had played Binks's Brew, son of a bitch.
I might have killed
would've-
somebody.
Call me Michael Jordan, because I would have been balling. Let me tell you, like, I would have been
Ah,
like LeBron James type, Lakers in 5. Like I'll be
Lakers in 5.
like I would have gone crazy, but it was still. And they spoiled not spoiled, but they referenced the thing that we can't talk about with him here. Hey, it's like, take off your mic.
Give me a second. Oh, okay, definitely. Okay, sweet.
And I was like,
Okay, we're back. We're back.
all right, yeah. Now I'll just talk about it in
Mhm.
usual Scott. But I was shy. I had to pause and text you because I was like, this is crazy because this movie came out like what 21,
I
and
think 21, 22, yeah.
this thing wasn't revealed until
Couple
like
weeks
two
ago.
months ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
you mentioned something about that.
yeah, and it's not or like, but I mean that is canon, but this movie isn't. So like, how is that?
Mhm.
That's such a crazy thing to drop.
I mean, Uda shows up in Wano. I mean, like not actually, but she like
Not
is like you
actually,
can
but
see
like
her.
yeah, but like post this movie,
Yeah.
because this was like
It wasn't
I
even
think
in the
this came
manga
out.
yet.
I think this came out before like episode 1040.
I think it came out
Um,
right after Whole Cake,
well, because I'm assuming it came out
like the
around the
middle of
time of the
Wano.
filler arc, and the filler arc, like those two filler episodes with her in it.
Mm-hmm.
And those episodes that's like 1030. Um, that's actually like pretty substantial. That's like what 130 episodes in a Wano.
Yeah. Wano was so long for no reason.
I remade the old tier list.
Oh really?
I think I told you about that. And I don't remember. I think my favorite arc now in the tier list is Egghead. It wasn't in it before. Let me pull it up and see. My screenshots are Mixels and then this tier list. Um, yeah. So I got the old head at one. Uh, and then I got Dressrosa at two because I was thinking about that. I was like, shit, I love Dressrosa. Um, because I don't know if you've ever seen this video and you recommended, but it's like that. It was for the 1000th episode, and it was 1 second for every episode.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I love that video.
Quite
Um,
recently, in
I see
fact.
that video all the time, and I recommended it too.
it's such a great video, and I was watching it again because I've seen it multiple times, and I was watching the Dressrosa part of it, and I was like, nah, this was peak. And like Sabo showed up, and I was like, yeah, I mean,
Oh, that part in Stampede when Sabo's there and then he like stands there and it's like the flame ace is behind him.
Yes, that's so good.
I felt like I wanted to cry. I loved it so much.
that's a that's a good one, yeah. I think I like Red more though than Stampede. Red's kind of just got a little
Oh,
bit better.
agreed. No, Red is better, but Stampede is good.
Red's got the only thing that I won't give to Red is that the Straw Hats, like the Straw Hats, do nothing in any of these movies, but like the Straw Hats really do nothing in Red. Like it's crazy how little they do.
I was gonna say, in
Yeah.
Stampede, Luffy and Usopp were really the only two who did anything of importance.
Yeah, just about none of them do anything except for Usopp. A little bit. Usopp does something one time. Like in Stampede, he's like kind of there throughout the whole thing
He's there for about half
until
of
the
it.
end. He's there to laugh at, and then he shows up again at the end.
Yeah.
Usopp shows up again at the end in Red, and that's it. Like they all do, but like he only does and Frankie does fucking nothing. Like he does
Yeah.
even more nothing than the rest of them.
But Frankie's kind of just always sidelined
That's
in,
what
in
I
One
got.
Piece.
It's so hard having Frankie be my favorite
Oh,
because
man.
like
There we go.
they
Again.
never
That's
give him
crazy.
shit. Last time he did anything was
You can
Dressrosa.
buy defeat.
His internet died again.
Seriously?
I was
Wow.
like, man, he's really looking to the side. Hold on, they're sending snaps in the AP Bio group chat. They're like sounds.
Hell yeah.
I muted in case they said anything, but it was just a certain vegetable flipping off their packet. Yo,
Yo.
sorry.
Was it cabbage?
Yeah,
Fuck!
something like that.
My Girl Scout cookies fell.
Scott. Fuck, I said his name. That's
No.
fine. I can say Scott. I can say Scott's name.
Yeah, it's, as long as you don't say the old other part of his name, the back part, the end of it.
He was referencing Persona 4 a lot today. He kept saying cabbage, and I kept dropping the above average vegetables, and it was
The
just
above average vegetables, yeah.
So who doesn't love a good Persona 4 reference?
Who doesn't love a good Persona? Excuse me.
They're remaking Persona 4. It's happening.
I'm so hyped. I'm
Like
so
official.
hyped.
They filed for it.
Here's the thing now. Here's the thing though, right? Do I now wait
No,
for the
play Golden.
remake?
Yeah, no. It's gonna be here's what happened. Here's how reload happened. This thing was filed, this like trademark. um and then the game didn't come out for 2 years. So we'll say for Rewind. That's not a bad idea for a name.
Shit.
What did you do?
Shit. Hang on, let me stop recording really quick. Keep
Yeah.
going.
We talked about that.
Okay.
In fact,
We're back recording, guys.
we can go back to film rep, but I'm gonna talk
That's
about
fine.
what I was talking about while you were cocked.
That's fine.
Persona 4 remake got not
Yeah, coming out.
today. May as well have been announced today because they filed for the trademark. However, and this is stupid that they're doing this. It is a remake of Persona 4 and not Persona 4 Golden. Which means, and this is pretty much what they're to do, because I did this with 3 Reload, is 3 Fez had Persona 3, and the Persona 3 The Answer, which is the DLC with Aigis and stuff. I mean, she's in the base game, but it's the DLC focuses on Aigis. Persona,
obvious reasons.
yeah, and then the remake of 3 Reload had the base game of Persona 3 came out in like February 24, and then they had a waived expansion pass throughout the year, and then the DLC of The Answer episode I guess came out in September. So what they're probably gonna do is the same thing, where like the 4 remake will come out in January, but then the golden stuff, the 3rd semester, will be sold as like a DLC, for the game, which I think is stupid. First of all, because you're making them pay extra money. The game's gonna be $60-$70, and the DLC is gonna be $30. And second, the 2nd semester of Golden, I feel like the 3rd semester of Golden, like isn't. I don't think it's really warrants a DLC. You get 2 you get 1 dungeon, only. Compared to the Answer's 8, and also you can still get the ending of the game. Like the Answer takes place after the ending of 3. The 3rd semester of Golden does not. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But I think that's really stupid. I also, and this isn't a problem. This is a me problem. I'm mad that they're doing a 4 remake over Persona 6 because I just played 4. But I fully understand why they would do it, and I intend to play it.
I probably will too. I was thinking, Matt's told me to play Golden, and I probably will. But I was also like, I was contemplating it because I don't know how much I'm gonna like something that is old, so old, and also like.
2012.
But on the other hand, it's like this isn't gonna come out for another 5 years in the first place.
Well, I was saying this. I said this in the old when Jake was cocked. When they filed this same trademark for 3, the game came out 2 years later. So using that same logic, 27 is where we're getting this game.
Alright, that's not too far away.
We're gonna be old by then.
We'll all be in college.
We'll all be in college.
Hopefully.
I would hope so.
Maybe not.
College or jail, one of the two.
I mean, you speak for yourself, man.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I'm not going to jail.
It's college or 6
I hope
feet
so.
under.
College 6 feet under or trade school. But I don't want to go to trade school, so.
Yeah, I've said I've liked Persona 4, so I am excited for it.
I haven't played Persona 4, so it'll be cool for me, I guess.
I'm hoping they don't do like the metaphor thing. Metaphor's got like this little hybrid of like out of combat, like or out of turn-based combat, and then regular. And I don't think they should add that into the remake of the game. I think that just kind of throws it off. I also wish it was. I wish it was just a straight golden remake, because it makes it annoying how now there will be no definitive way to play the game. Or I guess there will be, but you got to pay $120 to do it. Like how I'm pretty sure the best way to play. There is no version of 3 that has there's no definitive version of 3 because Reload doesn't have the female protagonist. And I mean, you don't get Shinji's Soul Link, so what's even the point? Or Junpei's, I guess.
Junpei Iori.
Ace Detective.
But no, yeah, but that's cool. I'm happy that they're doing it.
You the man, Junpei.
Me too.
Me as well.
You're not
I am
gonna
also.
play it.
I am gonna play it. I will play both versions probably. I'll play Golden probably over the summer, and I'll play whatever the fuck this new one's gonna be whenever it comes out.
I think it's gonna be called Rewind.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Because the trademark was Persona 4 RE, and they're kind of sticking with the R themes with all
I was
these
gonna
games
say
now.
Royal Reload.
Royal Reload, or Replay or Rewind because of the whole TV thing. That's the name.
Rescrunk. They're hitting a rescrunk.
They're hitting a rescrunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually
Persona 4
I called
rescrunk.
I called Jack Frost over at Atlas, and he was like, "Yeah, we can name it Rescrunk."
That's interesting because I talked to John Persona, and I asked him, and he said, "Yeah."
No,
John's a good buddy of mine.
John's
Did you know that John Squid, John Persona, and John Sound are all each half brothers?
they are all half brothers, yeah.
Same mother, all of them same mother, different fathers.
Brother from another father, so you know.
So the
Well, it's called Violet Evergarden because that's her name.
That's her name, yeah.
Exactly.
And when I saw that edit, the like violet, the purple edit that I sent you the other day, the first thing I thought of was Violet Evergarden.
I'm glad that I could also think that immediately and send it to you.
I also saw a Haikyuu edit
Hell yeah.
of Tsukishima to "I Don't Dance" from High School Musical 2.
Really?
And I thought it was
That's
so
fucking
peak, but I couldn't send it to Jacob because he's never seen High School Musical. But
I've seen.
Why'd
High
you send
School
it to
Musical,
me?
The first one.
Why'd you send it to
talked about it,
me?
and you said you don't really care about edits.
No, that doesn't mean I don't want to see him. I just don't. I don't care. It's not that I don't care about edits. I just don't get a lot of them on my For You page. Send me all the edits you want.
Yeah.
I'll watch them all.
I'll send you. I thought because it was
I send you my edits and the Spy Family edits. Those are
Jacob
what I
does
give
send me the Spy Family and the ReZero edits, so that's peak.
I sent him. That ReZero thing you sent in the group chat the other day with like the military guy with like the thing or whatever, or it was like a blue maid with or a maid with blue hair or something. I don't know. I sent that to Jacob like 2 days before.
Oh,
And
really?
his response to it was a ReZero reference in my map is Zedlow. And I was like, I'm full of surprises. But the edit had like Tsukishima's Chad, because I mean, yeah. And then like, it was like Bokuto, and the other fellows is Ryan. I thought that was pretty. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I'll send it your way. And I saw another one. I sent Jacob this one. I'll send you this one too. It was actually it's got Egghead spoilers. But it was a Egghead, or it was like a Egghead edit, but it had like Saba Odie and Annie's Lobby in it, and it was we're doing a sequel from the Muppets.
Yeah,
I love that song. I fucking love that song. I
really like that song, and I really like Egghead, and those 3 arcs in general. So it was just kind of just pretty big.
I've only seen that Muppets movie like 2 times in my life, and they were both when I was like really young.
It's my favorite Muppets. I will say it. I will say it now. Unpopular opinion. It's my favorite Muppets movie. I love. I love Muppets Most Wanted.
Oh,
it's Muppets.
I've seen it once.
I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but I love the Muppets because my dad sat us down and showed us a bunch of like the original Muppet Show from a long time ago. So I saw a lot of those, and those were pretty fun. But I've seen the Muppets. I've seen the Muppets, like the origin story of them all or something. I think the only one I haven't seen is Muppets Take Manhattan. think that's the only one I haven't seen. But fuck if I know.
Luck of the Irish.
Luck of
Luck of
the
the
fucking luck of the Irish.
Thought I had no milk for me Lucky Charms. I opened the fridge. That's what, full
Where's
thing
my
of milk.
It's the luck of the fucking. It's the fucking luck of the
The
Irish.
luck of the fucking Irish.
It's the luck of the fucking Irish.
Classic Irish.
Are we wrapping back around to One Piece Film Red, or are we done with One Piece Film Red?
It's up to
Do
you.
we have more to say?
It's up to you guys. We got plenty of time left.
They Gear 5'd for a
We got like
minute.
20
They
minutes.
did Gear 5, and like they really just showed his back, and that's it. Well, I mean, like they had the silhouette.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could. He hadn't shown up in the anime yet, so they couldn't like just whip him out that hard, you know. It's crazy how he just goes from Snake Man to Gear 5 in 4 seconds, though.
Yeah, and Shanks. I mean, Shanks didn't see him. I was gonna say Shanks didn't care to notice, but Shanks wasn't there.
Shanks was actually just looking through his eyes.
Yeah. Peak movie.
Yeah, pretty good movie.
The dub caught up though, and that's kind of crazy.
I know. I watched the Galaxy Impact episode the other day.
Oh, it was great.
He hit the Kobe. I'm here to save you, boy.
You're my favorite pupil. Galaxy.
Oh, I started crying a little bit whenever you said, you don't understand who you've got there. Kobe's not just a future of the Marines. He's my favorite student too. And I just like sort of went, God damn.
I mean, Garb and Kobe are my top 10 for a reason. They're 1 and 10 respectively.
Best ship in the whole show.
Shut up!
No.
Shut up! No!
No, that goes to the Thousand Sunny.
And who?
And who?
You said best ship.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. I would say, guys, I think it goes to the Moby Dick. No, I'm joking. Thousand Suns.
You would say that, Twink.
Bitch, fuck you.
No, but yeah, no, it was great. I forgot how much Garp talked before he punched everybody. He like was really yapping for a second.
Shit! I totally just checked a notification on Discord. Fucked up the entire thing.
Oh shit.
It's fine now.
And I forgot how much he was yapping.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
He shows up and you're just like,
I thought
like
I
not
thought
Garb. He shows up. You know what I'm
he
talking
shows
about.
up.
Does he know?
Does he?
You know who? You
In
know
what?
You know what Garp does in that part?
In what?
Pretty big deal.
Egghead?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you talking about the guy at the end? Like at
dab
the
up
most
with
recent?
Aokichi?
I haven't seen those 2 episodes.
The dab up with Aokichi?
Like in the dub or just?
I don't know.
Well, you know about the dab up with the Keechmeister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shows up, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
right
what's
there.
going on, but it's
Right
fine,
there.
It's fine. Thanks.
I thought there was gonna be a little less hype to it because you know in the dub or the sub he goes Galaxy Impact 2 at the end,
What the hell?
but he didn't even need that. You know, whoever voices Garp just hit the impact with so much raw emotion that it was so peak.
He hit it raw, and I wanted more.
There's the other because I didn't watch the whole all of the Egghead dub, but I'm gonna watch the 2 final episodes with Garp.
I'm gonna watch the
wanna
rest
watch-
of the fight because I've only seen part of it.
I want to watch Shanks versus Kid.
That
dub.
yeah, you don't want to
See
do
it.
that.
Just
Scared.
And
they all die.
What else happens in Egghead? What have I not
Oh, the
seen?
thing with old BB and Law.
I've seen that dub though.
Yeah, me too. But like, I forgot that happened.
Law is presumed dead. I mean, as far as we know.
Well, no, he's not.
Oh,
he's not.
Blackbeard. That's what it. Okay. So
Also,
confused.
that
BB.
inspired me to make a video, and so I'm in the process of writing a
Hell
script
yeah.
for a One Piece theory video
Hell
Law
yeah.
and Beard.
about just Beard in general.
Hell yeah.
I would make a theory video about Shanks, but yeah, well, I mean, I guess I would. He can't watch it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot watch it.
You also can't watch mine either, unfortunately. It's going to have a lot of Egghead spoilers.
Man, Egghead is just so hot. I love that.
It
art so
is.
much.
It's nothing but peak. Gift that keeps on giving. It's a
I
future where I'm totally free, you know?
Yeah, and I still can't believe that we're gonna get to the running Kuma scene. Potentially my favorite scene in the in the in this franchise. I love that
In the
scene so
piece.
much. In the piece. Is that Kuma running.
Yeah.
And to have Zeno Robinson, the ace detective voice Kuma in that scene is just gonna be son of a bitch.
Zeno Robinson voices Kuma?
Voices
Young
young
Kuma.
Kuma.
Oh, young Kuma.
And there's a scene in Kuma's backstory. I love it so much. It's at the very end of the backstory. You have that? That's sick.
Yeah, I have this
I
one.
mean, he
I have
voiced
Law.
Bonnie, so of course he has it.
I have this one, Law, and Mihawk.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
But
Wait, what?
there's a scene at the end of Kuma's backstory where Kuma like cuts to Kuma running at different stages of life. Like when he's real young, then when he's like young adult, like present day, and it's like someone who he loves at that time yelling "Go Kuma" or something like that, and it's so peak. It's so peak.
And it just makes you go.
It really
Oh.
makes it like it. I was tearing up, and I just read this shit. When it's animated, it's fucked. But to have the ace detective be in that scene is gonna be crazy.
I need to level with y'all real quick. Hold on. Let me grab something.
I'd love to. Yeah, okay.
I've got the old piece manga, volume
What's that,
3
babe?
specifically.
Classic.
So it's end of Orange Town, middle of Syrup Village, basically is where it gets to. Anyway, I was reading volume 2, and that's like big part of Orange Town. That the dog that like guards the owner's shop, Shosho, Choo, whatever his name is.
People
Yeah.
love it.
I read that and I cried a little bit. It's like just like a little bit, just like one tear.
Are you
Because
buying the
it was-
manga?
No, a friend had it. I borrowed it on the plane ride to old Spain. I forgot to give it back.
Diddle fuck.
With our local Barnes and Noble always has the
Galaxy
the
Impact.
volume of Egghead with Galaxy Impact, Divine Departure, and
Divine Departure.
and then the Law fight, the Law Blackbeard fight. I can't think of a move in that fight.
Well, because the fight
Room
is
shambles.
Yeah,
no,
Law
no.
gets pitched, frankly.
I was gonna
Law
say,
does
I
not.
bet Law
There
gets
is-
his
there
ass
isn't a
handed
fight.
to him. I bet Law and Kid both get their asses handed to them by Shanks.
Honestly, Kid gets less of Kid puts up more of a fight than Law would, I would say.
Well,
Really?
because whenever you watch the episode, Law is just on the floor bleeding out, and then Beppo's over there, and he's like, "I can do it."
Well, they
Rumble
should-
ball.
Yeah, I mean, then Beppo takes drugs, but like, you know.
Rumble Ball. Beppo
Like-
uses Rumble Balls? Rumble Balls?
Well, like a form of
Well,
it. It makes him go
yeah.
Sulong for him.
I don't know what that
but,
is,
like,
but okay.
Oh, you don't know what that is? I forgot. Wow, that's so weird to me to someone just not
Like-
know what that is. That's just
Law did get jumped though, and Kid's the one who jumped.
yeah.
Shanks. That was the thing. Like they jumped Law, and Kid got bitched, and he started the fight. And none of Shanks' crew even did anything. That was all Shanks. One Divine Departure, they got fucked.
Yeah, but Law's hat is just there now. Also, this is gonna be part of the old theory, is because there's like Law's blood on the ground and the hat, and Blackbeard like looks way too happy to see the hat on the ground. I don't know if he's like got some sort of plan with it or not. I don't know. I'm like theorizing on how his power.
Do you think he
works.
took Law?
No, because I'm not going to tell you why. You'll see in the old video.
Because I don't think he can have Law and the other people that he has right now.
I was gonna
Specifically
say.
the one. Specifically the
Um,
one that Jacob knows what I'm talking about.
The One Piece.
Yeah, and then Moria.
Yeah.
He's got Moria?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Moria hasn't done shit.
I was gonna say, I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
no.
What? The fuck
Moria
he's got
has-
Moria?
He
He
does.
could be. He does, but it's like you never see Moria. You see Perona a lot, but you never see Moria.
He's got Perona?
No, she's just there.
No, she's with,
Oh,
she's
okay.
with Mihawk still, I think.
I was gonna say, wouldn't you with Mihawk?
Also, people say that like how many beard tassels he has, how many devil fruits he has. Well, he has three beard tassels, and he tells Law, and I quote, I would turn your fruit into the or to this person or whatever, but I think I'd put it to better use. And he grabs for like his chest.
Yeah, so you think he took his fruit?
So I don't think there's a limit to how many devil fruits Blackbeard can have. Unfortunately,
I was always partial to the teeth theory. I think I've brought it up. Where
well, I
Oh
have, I
yeah,
have
yeah.
something
I
for
know
that.
that one. I know that one. I know that
I
one.
have something for
where
that.
there's like multiple personalities and whatever teeth
yeah,
arrangement they're in.
the formation of the teeth is whichever
Yeah,
one's in
yeah, yeah,
control.
yeah, yeah.
During my rewatch for my theory that I'm building the script for, I watched a part where he's going to use, which Andrew's already seen Marineford, so I can say his name, right?
Marine
You
Ford?
see Marineford.
Yeah, I've seen Marine Ford.
Yeah. He's going to use Whitebeard's fruit,
Yeah.
and he's fighting the guy, and you know you might know who I'm talking about, Matt.
Yeah, yeah, no,
And he's like, you don't want to do that, or else, you know, you'll end up killing your friends too. And then I studied his teeth for a moment there, and then he immediately uses his dark fruit, like moments later. His teeth are the same,
mm-hmm.
so I'm not buying it these days.
I mean, I feel like maybe he also had a fruit that, like, maybe he's had 3 fruits already, and one fruit is the fruit to have multiple fruits. That's like a kind of a simple one though.
That's an interesting. I'm gonna write that down for the old theory. I'll see if I
I feel
can
like
find
that's
any evidence of that.
I feel like that's just kind of like not a cop out answer, but like the easiest answer.
The fruit know me.
The fruit,
Yeah.
fruit, yeah.
And just let you have multiple.
The fruit.
Well, because wait, okay, hear me out here. Big Mom, the soul fruit, right? Could she not split her soul and put another fruit inside of that soul?
Or what about this? Right? Think about this. We're all saying he has multiple. Like there's a theory we just talked about having multiple souls, which is why he has multiple fruits.
Mm-hmm.
And because having one soul limits you to one fruit. But what if like he doesn't have a soul, so he's not limited to the amount of fruits that he
Maybe
can have?
that's why the dark fruit.
One.
Maybe that's why the dark fruit is a strange logia because it takes away your soul.
Soul.
That's a smart.
Or he pulled some shit with Big Mom too, and she took a soul, so he doesn't have one, so that he isn't limited to how many fruits he can have.
I also didn't know that
But
that
also-
was Big Mom's fruit, so
It's
I'm
not
sure it's
like
like
a
I'm sure it's obvious. I'm sure it's obvious.
Literally,
from the
no.
moment.
It's not. It's like you're not like, oh, that's the
is-
soul fruit, but they tell you.
It is so not a spoiler. You will. It is something that you will just be like, I don't care. Like
Fair enough.
it's like, eh.
Fair enough.
That's like, do you hear Ace has fire powers? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's about as cool. You when you find out, you're like, it's about as cool as finding out Ace has the fire logia fruit. You're like, oh, pretty
like-
neat.
Big Mom's got the soul fruit. Yeah, if Bluto door fruit, I guess.
Pluto does have the
Go
door
on,
fruit.
Yeah, like it
Plus,
doesn't
the
really
door
matter.
fruit.
But, like it's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
It's got Zeus.
I mean, plus like Big Mom is not important really anymore. So,
She's got a people are saying she might come back.
I mean, I'm tired of her showing up.
I was gonna
Come back.
say.
I still think Kid should show up again. I'm
He's going
I'm
to.
partial to Kid for no reason. Like, because when I was getting into One Piece was like, kind of like I kept going on, but it was like the Wano hype was still there. And so kept seeing stuff about Luffy, Law, and Kid, like those 3. And the whole time I was like, oh, Kid must be this really big guy. Kid is a nobody until Wano. Like literally, he does nothing.
And well, the thing is I didn't really like Kid until that part in
Does he ever
Wano,
show up
where it's-
ever again until Wano?
Well, like
He,
a couple times.
yeah.
To set up what he does in Wano.
He shows up Sabaody.
Yeah, that's the only
Um,
thing I've seen with him in it.
Does he show up in Dressrosa? No.
Dressrosa's only
Punk
only
hazard.
Law and
He shows up. I know he shows Sabaody, Wano, Egghead.
he shows up. He probably shows up in an episode of Dressrosa, like towards the end. Like, 'cause at the end of every arc, there's like 15 episodes that are just like other things going on in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one of those episodes I think in Dressrosa to set up what Kid's doing in Wano.
Kid's already in Wano by the time Luffy's in Dressrosa.
No, not then to set up what he is,
Oh,
why
okay,
he's in
okay,
Wano.
okay, okay.
Like they bring things together that say, okay, this is why kid's there,
Gotcha, 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 gotcha.
amongst other people too.
Well,
Because
I went
basically
to
the
the I
whole
went to the wiki.
everything from like everything from Punk Hazard, like middle of Punk Hazard. So Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, Zoe, and Whole Cake are all for Wano, essentially. Like, they all are building to Wano. Because they
He,
meet Kinemon, and then Dressrosa and Whole Cake are both pit stops. Because they
Yeah.
need to pick someone up.
yeah. Here are all the arcs that he shows up in to some capacity. Sabaody, Marineford, Post-War, Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, Zoe, Wano, and Egghead.
He is not in Marineford. Like, not
They
at
probably
all.
just cut to like what? They probably just like cut to him oh, that's happening. Or something like that.
I don't remember that. But okay.
But yeah, no, all those other ones, it's just him. Because he's in Dressrosa and Zoe, but he's not at Dressrosa and Zoe. Like, he's not
Okay.
there.
Yeah, did Jacob's internet screw up again? It did. So it's like, whatchamacallit? What are they called again? Busty's new crew. Busty, Mihawk, and Croc. Cross Guild.
Yeah.
In Wano. But
Cross-
they're not,
but
like, they're
there's
not actually
Cross
in
Guild-
Wano.
Yeah, but they're also not formed until Wano. Like, they don't form until the
Oh,
end of Wano.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's his face? Kid's doing stuff the whole time.
Well, yeah,
I
I know
guess,
the
like,
fight that happens. I know it's Kid in Law versus Big Mom in Wano.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, not in Wano. Like, in post-war, there's, like, a couple episodes where it's, like, after all the backstory stuff, it's all the Supernova doing some shit.
Wait, so when they... This is a question. Do they have Kinemon? Does the Straw Hats, like, have Kinemon the whole time in between Punk Hazard and Wano?
Well, they meet him in Punk Hazard. Kinemon is in Dressrosa. He's present in Dressrosa. He does not go to Whole Cake.
Okay.
So if the Dressrosa squad is Kinemon, Kanjuro, Frankie, Usopp, Robin, Zoro, and then the Whole Cake squad is Pedro, Carrot, Nami, Chopper, Broken,
Sanji. Mm-hmm.
So basically, Kinemon and Kanjuro are replaced with Carrot and Pedro.
I mean, I don't know how much I like Conjuro, but he said perchance too. He's the other guy who said perchance. I love him. He's great.
You know, the whole build up. It's all scrunked to
He's gone.
to get to, yeah. And then even though they do like the explaining how Kid got to Wano, it's like kind of ridiculous. Like he didn't mean to get to Wano. He actually really just got fucked, like by complete accident. To be honest, it was.
G. Willikers.
He was just hanging out, and then something happens, and then some guy's like, "Ooh,
Well,
yeah, hey, I hate to break it to you, but we're fucked." And Kid's like, "What do you mean we're fucked? Let's just leave." And then the other guy is like, "No, you're coming with me." And the other two are like, "Oh, well, okay." Kid's like, "Oh, no." But
we're almost done with the episode, by the way.
I feel like for posterity's sake, we got to at least wrap it up with him here.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. I'm on third semester of Persona, so honestly, I might just not play 4. I might just hop right back into One Piece, because this has kind of got me on the One Piece. This episode's kind of got me on the One Piece spike now.
But you got to watch Fishman Island.
Shit. No, I got post-war before then. I got post-war. It's fine.
I mean, if you like 20 episodes of Flashback.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
Asaba Luffy.
Shit.
ASL, I like it. And then the second half of post-war is like world-building stuff, and those are always my favorite One Piece episodes.
The second episode of what?
The second half of post-war is like
The second half
world-building
of
stuff.
post-war. Oh, yeah, because you said Rayleigh comes back in post-war, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, you haven't even like started post-war.
No.
So I was saying, he comes back in, like the second episode. And I was like, yeah, I thought you would have seen him by now.
No, I
Yeah.
stopped playing Marine, or I stopped watching Marineford, or I like literally Marineford's over, or like Luffy gets taken away, and Hancock hops on the ship to chase after him. Done. I stopped watching after that.
Like I was like, yeah, you um Jacob and I were talking about this the other day.
He's
We
back.
were like, Jacob's like, man, I can't believe he actually hasn't seen post war, and I'm like, yeah, he hasn't seen. I'm still so weak.
Yeah. You know what else he hasn't seen?
Galaxy
This is my
Impact.
This
peak.
come
This is my
this
peak.
that's what I was gonna say. Nope.
No. Wait for May
I mean,
27th. Oh wait, never mind. Shit.
we're having Isak for fun.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Gotta fix the layout again. All right. Well, I mean, I think that's good about to wrap it up. I mean,
The weirdest episode of the Age Cast.
I was gonna say, yeah, Jacob got
Yeah.
cocked like 8 times. But Jacob,
What can you do, man?
I was telling Matt, I'm on the third semester of Persona, and after Persona 5, I was gonna play 4, but now, with this episode, I'm kind of on the One Piece hype train right now. So I might just once I
I don't
finish
know
third
how you
semester,
could
I might
just stop watching.
hop
I
back into
physically couldn't
Peace.
stop watching.
Well, and here's another thing, right? Like watching, like watch stopping after post war and like not going on at a time skip is crazy work because you finish post war and you're like, yeah, that last like 2 minutes of the last pre time skip episode
Thank
are
fuck
mad.
I didn't finish post war then, because I would not be.
Those last
I'd be on like Madarame's palace right now if I was not.
those last 2 minutes of the last pre time skip episode, there's something magical, man. Let me tell you. And then they start playing. They start
Everything
playing.
Magic by Johnson.
They do. They got that squid. And then We Are starts playing. And then you get to the next
We
episode.
are.
Luffy grabs the hat, and then We Go starts playing. It's like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Lakers
Yeah.
for 5. All right, thank you all so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys all for watching the HCast. I have been Pillsbury
I
68.
was almost here for most of it.
I've been Pillsbury 68.
You're pointing at Jacob on my screen, so
Okay, Jacob.
Oh, okay.
Go.
I don't know.
Whoever it is, just go.
I've been the gold axolotl as usual.
I've been Pillsbury 68.
That was completely wrong on my screen, but it's fine. Wait, you've been Pillsbury 68. Wait, what? Thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.